My website got hit. Keywords went down and pages which were in the SERP also went down. Please audit. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do that. Um, and for you guys watching, this is the only thing we'll be able to show you. We don't like to expose people's websites when we audit them. I know it'd be fun for you guys to watch, but we can't do that. And I think this one, Nick, I think they were also in our managed link building service, which if you don't know, guys, it's our completely done for you link building service where you set a monthly budget and we build links for you, what we think are the best links each month. But I think when we inherited it, it was already dropping like pretty rapidly. I think he only stayed in like a month or two, and basically it wasn't enough to try to counteract what was going on. I can't even remember if it was a backlink problem or a content problem, but I guess we can look into that real quick.
Shameless plug too, just beforehand, don't forget that Black Friday sale is going on over at
True.
sterlingsalot.co, 25% off all our products. It's the biggest sale of the year, so if you haven't taken advantage of it, probably a good time to do
Do it.
so.
A few days left. Go to our Black Friday page and you'll find the discount code, all link building and
Hmm.
domains. All right, let's go ahead and just start with off page, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
So
we'll start with
interesting about this
backlinks.
graph. Yesterday I was talking to James Dooley. I'll be on a podcast with him with the Otis kids a bit later today. But we were talking about, he said there is a bunch of manual backlinking penalties going out right now. And a lot of them have been handed out since September 11th, but also that there was a bunch of drops in the SERPs starting in around September 11th. And I've got a test site that I was looking at that we were sharing info about where, yeah, heavy drop September 11th. And then if you look at this one, it was already gradually coming down, but right then, that's when it really hit that mark and dropped down to about what's looking like 1/6 of what it had before.
So looking at his links, out of like 2,000 referring domains, only about 200 of them passed the very low bar, which was DR10 plus and more than 250 traffic. I'm gonna go ahead and put do follow on that as well, because I saw a bunch of no follow in there. Let's see what this brings the number to. Ahrefs going slow. So it brings it down to about 100.
And then let's go ahead and check out those anchors because they are looking rough.
A lot of like foreign stuff I'm seeing in here as well. It's like a bunch of guest posts, but it looks like Fiverr guest posts. You know what I'm talking about with the name of
Mm-hmm.
the site at the end. They always do that in the title for whatever reason.
Because they're lazy.
So essentially, it looks like, out of the remaining quote good links, most of them are just Fiverr links, really. Um, yeah,
It's
so not
kind
really
of a
much.
shame because this domain is very brandable. And
Yeah,
I'm wondering if they didn't buy it used, aged or expired, with a bunch of these, because there are some good links that are very travel related going to this site, but then there's all this spam coming in, and I'm like, this is indicative typically of somebody buying a good domain and then getting really spammy with what they do once they have it. But I mean, if you look at these
yes.
anchors, like, okay, the first one is a naked URL, but then we've got one, and these anchors, guys and girls out there, where you're doing like best X product backslash brand.
Well, it looks like it's just a bunch of spam, because if you filter it out by the very low bar, most of that's gone.
I mean,
So
it's a
it's
bunch
like
of
super
blog
low.
spots
It's
and
like
stuff
super,
like that, but
yeah,
still, I
yeah,
mean,
exactly. Super low, like DR kind of like spam shit,
hmm
which it's still there, but might just be
yeah.
Google might just ignore it. Who knows? But even doing that, even canceling that stuff out, it still looks kind of weird. But it definitely doesn't look as bad. Actually, they still have like a pretty decent amount of exact match anchors. They're just a bunch of different exact match anchors. So anyway, overall, I feel like the backlink profile just is looking pretty sketchy. 2000 RD and using MLB for a month or two, so it's really not nearly enough time to try to counteract it with whatever links we were building. Um, but yeah, so, was backlinks the cause of his traffic drops? Maybe part of the reason. I would assume that actually was part of the reason. What would you say?
Yeah, definitely. And especially, I mean, like
And
travel is not a um, easy niche to break into. So, if we look at his main competitors, he's definitely falling behind here too.
And he's just getting hit repeatedly in these updates as well. Like he gets hit in an August 23 core update.
Yeah.
Then he gets hit again in the helpful content update in September. Then he gets hit again in the core update in October. Then he gets hit again in the core update in November. Like he's literally getting hit by like every
Everything.
single update.
Yeah.
Have you checked out the site at all?
I literally just jumped to it, and I'm automatically getting some vibes about this. We've got um, what looks like, well, it's a little cleaner than Ezoic style ads, at least from what I'm looking
I don't
at.
like
But
all these like huge lists of links on the homepage. It's probably got like 500 outbound links on the
yeah,
homepage.
then we've got
You
anytime
can
you click on
scroll all
a,
these little things. You see how you can scroll all these like
yeah,
category things?
yeah. Um,
So yeah, I don't like that.
and okay, so that's a pretty, that's a stock image I've seen. On the homepage. I'm willing to bet this is. It feels like a five type site, and I'm wondering if they don't have
Yeah,
a like
exactly.
they're not selling posts. But then anytime almost that you click on a new page, you get a pop up that's an ad for coupon codes available
Yeah.
for credit stuff. I'm
So
in
yeah,
a
looking at the website,
page.
like you said, it does look like a Fiverr. I've actually seen Fiverr guest posts that look a lot better than
Yeah,
this site.
yeah.
Like this is like very. I just don't see anyone.
Bunch of stock images that are like pixelated.
And just the formatting's all messed up. Yeah, the images are super low quality and just it looks like they're made in like Microsoft Paint in 1990 or something.
Bunch of outbound
I
links
don't
to
see.
Wikipedia using words like campsite. Oh,
I don't.
wikipedia.org
Yeah,
backslash wiki campsite. Tent.
I don't see any
Wiki.
internal links that are contextual at all.
Mm-mm.
Each section is like two sentences. It just doesn't. There's nothing about this that feels like a
Legit.
person. Yeah, nothing about it feels legit at all. Like if I was a Google quality rater and I came into this website, I would say just bury it.
Yeah.
Like, or like throw this at the bottom of the internet so no one ever sees it
Yeah.
again.
Like,
And I'm not trying to knock, I know it takes time to do this kind of stuff and, but it does look like, it's probably very automated what you've got going on here. And I just don't think you can get away with this kind of thing anymore. And if you do get away with this kind of like content, this type of website, this type of link building, it's going to be for short term. And after that short term, Google's going to slap you hard. Like this is exactly like what Google wants to fight against.
yeah, they have
And they're doing a pretty decent job at doing it as well.
they
I think I'll say that.
have you gone down to the footer yet? It's like one, two, three, four, five footer sections with multiple of the same ads.
Nice.
Uh, the contact us and the about us are pretty much worthless in
His social
the
profile links at
results.
the bottom link to some random blog post on his site.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
There's
affiliate disclaimer doesn't
basically
link to
no
anything.
EEAT going on here.
It's just
Yeah,
you're gonna have to try harder if you want to succeed on the internet with this kind of thing, man. There's a lot going on here. What I would start with you is look into what EAT is, like EEAT, and look up Google's helpful quality content guidelines. And third of all, just think about what a website that you'd actually want to read would look like
hmm
and what the content would look like. You don't even have to get technical. You could even just start there. If I went to this website, if I landed here on Google, would you read past the first sentence? Because I literally wouldn't.
no.
Even if it was ranking number one for everything I came to, I wouldn't read this thing.
And then
And so that would be, I think, a good starting point. Sorry to be too harsh or whatever, but it is what it is, right?
yeah,
You have anything
and
else to
then
say, or you wanna? move
Just
on.
running these display ads, like if this is ezoic, over the course like the last year, I'd say that's not being favored in the SERPs, because it's spammy. I mean, like I'm looking at every single page has at least, there's only 3 on the homepage, but the inner pages are spammed out with these ads, and then you got the random pop-up for more ads that most likely most people aren't using.
Ads
Yeah, it's
alone can
just
hit you really hard, so definitely check
yeah.
into that.
All right. Yeah, no. Quite a bit of work to do if you want to revive this site.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.